everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had a great day today. So I showed you some pictures in the beginning. I've been busy. So I had my canner going, canned some green beans, and at the same time I have my Instapot going over here. I have sweet potatoes in there, and I'll be making some homemade dog food using that tomorrow. The sweet potatoes, I have some chicken livers, I have some beef. What else do we have? Spinach, carrots, I forget, but that's all going back in here after the sweet potatoes are done. I got to get them soft, peel them, and so on and so forth. Got the dehydrator going here. I've got some, you can't see it here, but you saw it on the picture. I got some chives in here, and I've got some oranges in here. So working on that. Busy girl over here. Got to keep busy. Got to keep the hands busy. But in addition to that, I've been doing some research for you. So I can prove it. I got my notebook. Whoop. I got my pen. I've got my phone. I have my receipt. And I got my list. And I have been working for you guys. I've been working hard. So we did a video, myself, Jan, and Debbie. If you didn't catch all three of our videos, you can go back and see our collaboration that we did. And we were talking about money-saving hacks in the grocery store and menu planning. We had just two questions that all three of us talked about. And one of the things that I brought up was doing online ordering and staying out of the store to save money. And I didn't really I got a lot of feedback from the video, but I didn't get a lot of feedback on the online ordering. So I don't know, how many of you do online ordering? Anybody else do it other than me? I love it. I love it. We were out with friends today, and went to the Chinese food buffet. It was great, wonderful. And we were talking about online ordering, and they're in a situation where her parents are older, not driving anymore home. They're not far from each other, but they're also not super close. And I was telling her, if you do Instacart, you can have the food delivered wherever you want. So you open up the account, and then you can have food delivered here, there, and everywhere. So I've had people say to me before, is it really worth it? I don't know. What do you think? Is it worth it? Have you used online ordering? What have your experiences been? I would love to hear from you all. If you've done it, do you like it? So we have done Peapod. And Peapod in our area, I don't know if Peapod is like nationwide. I don't know. But for us, Peapod is in conjunction with Stop and Shop. Now, we've already talked about Stop and Shop. Prices are high, yada, yada. But Peapod was about the only one years ago when we started wanting to do online ordering, and they deliver. Now, let me tell you, when they deliver, they knock on the door. Actually, let me unplug this for a moment, because this might be a little loud here. My dehydrator. There we go. That might be better, because I don't want to annoy you guys with that sound. So when we did it, Peapod, we placed the order. Everything's done online, all that. There was no tip expected. And they would knock on the door and they'd say, where would you like it? And they'd bring it in your house, put it on your dining room table, your kitchen floor, wherever you wanted it. It was fantastic. When you got your ice cream, it was brick solid hard. The vegetables, my dad used to drive for a ShopRite. He was a ShopRite truck driver. And he said when they get products for home delivery, things like that, at least back in the day, they would get it from the warehouse, so it would be fresher. It wasn't food from necessarily in the store. And so we did find that our produce lasted much longer. Now, I think some of that's since changed, but anyway, and I had a friend who was pregnant, and she's like, oh, I live in an apartment. I'm on the second floor. I'm pregnant. She said, I can't be carrying these bags. And her husband was working 2 jobs to try and make ends meet. And I said, why don't you try Peapod delivery? So she did. She ordered Peapod, and she sent me a note, and she said this was a lifesaver. Diapers, all that stuff, whatever, delivered right to her door. It was fantastic. Okay, now fast forward a few years. Now you've got Walmart delivering to the house. You've got Instacart. I think ShopRite does home delivery. Some of you, I don't know where all you are and what home delivery options that you have. Is it worth it? Is it worth the money for home delivery? You want to know what my answer is? 100% absolutely yes. And here's why. So you get, how many of you have Facebook? You got Facebook? So on Facebook, they have ads rolling. They get to know who you are, and they like pop up these ads. And ShopRite will always pop up, and it'll say same prices in store and on Instacart. Really? I don't know. I wasn't sure. Now, I pay Instacart. I pay a monthly fee, and it's $9.99. So I do pay for that, whether I use them or not. I can use them as many times as I want. It's a minimum of $35. You buy bread, milk, eggs, cheese, maybe some sandwich meat, a box of cereal, and, a bag of salad, and you're probably going to be at $35. So for the most part, you can rustle up a $35 charge. So I pay $10 a month, and have we completely utilized it the way we should have? No, but I don't find I need as much food anymore as I used to. But with that being said, you saw my ShopRite haul about a week, 10 days ago. Showed you what the prices were. Actually gave you the list of prices, and I showed you the products that I got. So I decided to take my ShopRite receipt and go on my phone and go on Instacart. Right there, Instacart, and open up the app. Yep, right there. There's the app. And open up the app and put in ShopRite, same store, and actually go through item by item. So this is why I said I've done my research for you. Item by item on my receipt as to what I purchased. Now, granted, it was a few days later, so I said to my husband, okay, sales changed. Maybe it was an in-store sale, not necessarily something on sale or whatever the case might be. So I wanted to give myself a little grace as to, as long as it wasn't like $50 difference, just a few dollars difference, I would say then we're comparable. So anyway, that's what I did. I went item by item by item, and I put them in my Instacart cart. So if you have never used this, there's an app on your phone you can get for Instacart. And there's a search bar at the top, and you can type in Dawn dish soap. Let's just say. I'm staring at my Dawn dish soap over here. And they'll show you all the selections, and you just can pick one. You see how many you want. You add it to the cart. It's in your cart. And you go through your whole thing. Or you can shop by category. So you can put in dairy. You can put in pasta. You could, whatever. I would say for the most part, about 95% what you can get in the store, you can get on the app. Aldi's also has they don't have a home delivery, but they have a grocery pickup. I don't know why whether it's the grocery pickup is the same as the Instacart home delivery. There's a certain kind of chicken that we buy. It's a frozen chicken, and my son calls it the Chick-fil-A chicken. It kind of tastes like Chick-fil-A. It's a very nice chicken. It really is. We like it. Anyway, when I go to order Instacart, or if I did a grocery pickup, it's not listed. And I don't know why, because it's in the store. There's just certain quirky things like that. But put that aside. So I went through item by item on my receipt, and I looked it up on the app, and I added it to the cart. By the time I got done, you want to know what happened? Is Facebook's advertisement that ShopRite is the same price in store or on Instacart. It was like a $2.34 difference. Now, to me, that's not a big deal. Maybe I got one item and I picked the wrong brand and I didn't get the sale one or whatever. And like I said, I did it a few days apart, so maybe that one sale ended and the other one, So for $2.34 difference, to me, that's not a big deal. Okay, let's just say it's $5 difference. Just say. Okay, $5 difference, and you're paying $10 a month, and I only used it once, so that cost me $15 to have it delivered to my house. Was it worth it? Yes. Here's why. Because I did not have to drive to the store. So for me to get to ShopRite, we're looking 15 to 20 minutes in 4 directions, pretty much. I could go south, I could go west, I could go east, and I can go north. Yeah, I would say there's 4 ShopRites within 15 to 20 minutes from where I am. I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to drive in the traffic. I didn't have to go out in the 19-degree cold weather. I didn't have to find a parking spot. I didn't have to get a cart and wrestle with the thing, putting the quarter in there. I didn't have to go in the store and go, oh. And you know that feeling of like, you know, you walk in, and most times you walk into the produce section and you're looking around going, really? Like, I got this whole store I have to battle. You got your shopping list. You know what you have to get. And you're walking through and you've worked all day and your feet hurt and you're tired and you're cranky. And all you want to do is get a Starbucks coffee. And I walk through the store. I load everything in the cart. I have to now get on the line and wait for all the other people ahead of me. Do I sound like, you know, I don't like shopping at the grocery store? And then you have to put all your stuff on the, you know, on the counter. Then they have to scan it. And I don't know how it is where you all are, but New Jersey has this unwritten rule that you bag your own groceries. My sister lives in Ohio, and they not only bag the groceries, but they wheel the cart out to your car. In New Jersey, you're not going to find that. So usually you can stand there and not bag, but you kind of feel like awkward. I don't know. It's just a thing in New Jersey. So most times you at least start to bag, and then the cashier bags some of it. So now you're bagging your groceries. Now you got to put it in the cart. Now you got to wheel the cart out to the car, and you got to unload the cart into your car. Then you got to drive home, and you've got to pull in the driveway and realize all those bags that are in the back of the car, you now have to lift out of the car into the house, put the food away, and probably still make dinner for the family. Okay, maybe that's a little over dramatic, but you get the point. So for me, I don't have to drive the 20 minutes. I don't have to do the shopping. I don't have to do the loading and the unloading. When I order I like Instacart. That's the one I've been currently using. When I get Instacart, I put on the app. I can say, you know what? We won't be home tonight, but tomorrow morning I can get it delivered, or maybe on Thursday's a better day, or whatever the case might be. I can schedule when I want them to come. So the delivery is free, and the prices were the same, and I'm paying the $10 a month. Why not use it? Like, it's just, to me, makes sense. I love it. I talked about on my last video on not going into the store because, you know, you find one thing and you go, oh yeah, I have to get spaghetti sauce, and then you find a different brand and that one's on sale. Maybe I should get an extra 2. And then you look over there and there's something else, and oh, look at that new thing over there. Even when I did my ShopRite haul, I mentioned I saw these soups along the way. They were on sale. They were something new. Now, there's something to be said for that too. Going in the store, I do like to look around. I do like to see what new products are out there. I do like to see things, but that's on the occasion. For me, I don't like grocery shopping because it's just too much. Too much stimulation, too many people, too many everything. The carts, pushing the cart, trying to get down the aisle. They make the aisle smaller. Forget it. Cases of water are heavy. Dog food is heavy. I'm not getting any younger. I'm not old. I'm older. But, you know, I was just talking to friends today, and we're just saying, you know, you walk a little slower, you do things, your back hurts a little bit more. And you know what? I don't need to be doing this. I need to save my energy for bigger and better things in my life. So, okay, guys, I had my pen. I have my trusty notebook. I've had my receipt. And I've had my phone to do my Instacart comparison. Thumbs up. Online ordering to me is the way to go. Now, where I live, I'm sort of like in the rural section, and all around me are the better places to live in terms of getting things delivered, more opportunities, more variety, and all that. Instacart delivers, and I probably have about 15 to 17 stores that I can choose from to have delivered. I'm in. And like Acme, I don't go to Acme. There's not an Acme in my area, but I can get Acme delivered. Christmas tree shop, we've talked about this. They're now doing some pet stores delivery, and they're doing some more retail stuff. I just think it's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Some of the stores do their own delivery as well. And I've done the Peapod, which is the Stop and Shop. I have not done ShopRite home delivery. I don't know. I have to check. I don't know if they do free delivery. I don't know how that works. Walmart now has a thing like Instacart. You can pay a flat fee, have your stuff delivered, so on and so forth. It does not do my area. Yeah, so if they did, I might consider that. But now Instacart does Walmart, so I can get my Walmart delivered to my house. So I'm telling you guys, thumbs up. Instacart to me wins. It is the same price if I went in the store versus if I had delivered, other than my monthly delivery fee. But if I say I did it every week, we're looking at $2 something a week for a delivery fee. Like if I did grocery shopping once a week, which I think I'm leaning more toward getting back into, because my problem is when I shop once every 2 to 3 weeks. I used to shop once a month. It was great, but now, and then I got it to every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm finding I'm running out of things quicker, so then I run to the store just to get the gallon of milk, and then what happens, you throw this, and this in the cart. So I think if I just did Instacart once a week and had it delivered, I probably would do better. I think I'm leaning toward that. I'm not sure yet. Still tweaking my meal planning, still tweaking menus. I'm still working on decluttering, reorganizing, and regrouping. And this year, get my life in order. Like there are things that have bothered me probably for the past several years that you kind of, you sweep under the rug. No more. Getting it done. I'm really determined. I've been really getting good with getting rid of things I'm not using and really organizing what I am using and sticking to the plan. And one of those things is my pantry, everyday pantry, my overflow stockpile, and keeping my refrigerator organized and using up what I have. And that's one of the things too, I'm finding that like I'm learning how to stretch the food that I have, the leftovers. Give you a real quick example and then we'll wrap this up. So I made one of those Progresso soups. If you saw that on my ShopRite haul, it was like a tortellini soup. It was good. Spicy, very spicy. Like, it was good. It was like one of those soups that maybe if you went to a restaurant and you tried and you say, this is really good, but you just probably wouldn't get it again. But for one time, it was great. Well, it made quite a bit. So my husband and I each had a bowl of soup, and I was like, ooh, they're a little spicy. He said the same thing. Well, I have soup left over. Now what do I do? So 2 nights later, I had a couple nights before that made this chicken and a gravy, and I had some of that left, and I was like, I had a little bit of that, and I had some of the soup. So I took that chicken, I added a little bit of the soup to it, made it into more of a gravy, soupy kind of whatever, put that over pasta, and it added a nice flavor to the chicken. So I used that soup. And then I froze the rest of the soup so that I can use it for something else, maybe add it to, something in the crock pot that I'm going to make with chicken to add flavor. But I'm finding like I'm stretching that dollar so that one item, I can repurpose it and reuse it several different ways. And whatever's left, I can freeze it or can it maybe, or whatever the case might be. So I'm telling you guys, this is not a sponsored ad. Instacart, you want to come alongside of me and give me a coupon code? I'd love to share it with my viewers. Don't have one right now, not sponsored. This is just Lynn's opinion. I love it, hands down. Thanks for coming over. We'll catch you all on the next video.